And hey guys, welcome back to the channel, back with the Midwest Express. So today is probably one of the last cold weather days that we're anticipating and having for a while. There's a big warming trend going to hit our area. They're talking temperatures in the 50s and the 60s. And what does that mean for me? That means that things are going to suck. Because in the wintertime in Wisconsin, you really hope that it's going to be super cold, super snowy. Just people don't want to go out. So it kind of sheds off the fair weather fans as far as gig workers, and also people that need to get where they need to go are going to be ordering Ubers and Lyfts and whatnot. So the snow is pretty much all melted. And with these warmer temperatures that are going to be hitting us soon, I felt like today was going to be the last gasp of a Sunday morning delivery that would be really good for food delivery. So my goal this morning was I was going to get out and do Instacart and do food delivery. And I started off, I caught a Lyft right near my house. It was for $27, going to the airport, got me into the city. So I'm like, all right, great. I'll take that order. Took this couple, dropped them off, and then I went into food delivery. And I turned on Grubhub and Instacart and DoorDash at the time. Instacart had tons of orders, but because it was so inundated with orders, everything was triple stacked. And I do not want to spend hours shopping for that low of pay. So I try to hit the bigger orders, like Costco orders that have more distance, but not so much time in the store, because to me, the time management is like part of the most important part of doing gig work. So I kind of focused in on DoorDash and Grubhub, and I knocked out 6 orders with Grubhub and 1 order with DoorDash. And that ended up being Grubhub, I made $60, DoorDash, I made $13. And I did that for a couple hours. And things were rolling well, but around 10:30, things started dying off. So I was like, all right, let me kick on Uber and, Lyft. And Uber was popping. People were starting to go out, kind of get to where they needed to go. So I had caught 7 rides for $85. And those were pretty much back to back to back to back. So I was rolling really well all the way into the lunchtime. And once lunch got started, I couldn't get on the apps. I couldn't get back into DoorDash and Grubhub because of my stats right now. I wasn't able to get on the schedule. So I couldn't really get into any food delivery for the lunchtime. So I knocked out 1 Brody order for $21, which went like 17 miles, which was kind of on the upper limit. And once I dropped off that roadie order, I got a whammy. I got a McDonald's order that when I got to the store, there was a huge line. And now they only have 1 person out at that kiosk or whatever to help people. And people were waiting. Everybody wanted to place their orders. Nobody wanted to use the frickin' push button kiosks. So I'm trying to wave this kid down to say, hey, where's the Grubhub order that's available here that I had picked up. And it wasn't that big of an order. It was like a $9 order, but it was only going like 2 miles. So I was like, all right. Finally, I get the kid's attention after being there like 5 minutes, and people are still queued up to the wall. And I'm like, Grubhub order? And he goes, oh, our tablet's broke. We don't have that order, but if you want to give it to me, just get in line, give it to me, and then we'll place the order for you. And I was kind of out in the sticks because I'd gone out there to drop off that roadie order, smaller town. And I was like, well, this will be close by to where I was at. But I was just like, nah, I need to get back into the city. So I just said, yeah, you could wait for another driver to come place that order with you. And I canceled. Because it just isn't worth your time when you're looking at a line that's going to take you 10, 15 minutes. So I just said, that's my whammy of the day. Let me go get something to eat. So I swung by, grabbed a sandwich, and said, let's do a video. I got about another 45 minutes before any planes start to arrive and the afternoon, evening traffic starts to kind of pick up with people getting off of work that work on the weekends and people just getting around and getting out and doing stuff. So that has been my day all in all. I am a little... I've been thinking it over all day long and just game planning on like where everything's kind of moving. And with this warming trend, yesterday I did some deliveries from Home Depot and I realized that they're already getting all their garden soils and they're getting ready for spring. They are really ramping up with everything that's going to be due for spring, and it's only mid-February. But I feel like if it gets warm early, obviously Walmart Spark, Roadie, that's the big delivery items in the springtime. Once it gets warm, a lot of people need their garden stuff delivered. But that's typically like May. So it is February, and food delivery drops off when it's warm weather here. People are like, it's nice. I want to get out and go get my own food. Nobody wants anything delivered when it's nice weather here, at least, because people hibernate in the wintertime, and that's kind of the highlights for our area. So all I could hope is, the later nights, I might have to start switching to evening time during this gap, because people will still go out at night and there's still business travel. So that's kind of my only two options for my market. Once we get to the spring, that's when Draver kicks in, because they move a lot of moving trucks around in my area and there's more options there. So just kind of game planning everything out. It is tough. It's a tough sandwich to swallow right now. Last year was obviously much busier, and everybody has in their mind these ideas of paranoia almost, and is it a cabal gaming against me? Is it all these undocumented workers gaming against me? Are people just spending money less? What is happening? And I think it's like all the above. I noticed yesterday that, I had some baggage delivery from the airport, and I went to the airport to pick it up, and there was 3 orders for 3 different sets of bags, and I got one of them, which was kind of the out of the way one, and the other 2 didn't get assigned. And I'm like, what is going on? And when I go to pick up the bags that I did get assigned, the lady says that there's Delta employees that are putting in, that just got off their shift, that have been putting in for these orders, and they don't know how to get them. So I'm like, oh, that's there we go. Insider trading. And that happens out here. I know, like, I don't like to do food delivery near the end of the evening, especially for like Noodles and Company and Qdoba and Chipotle, because a lot of these employees, when orders come in near the end of their shift, they're turning their apps on and they're trying to snag these orders to do the deliveries on their way out the door, which I can't blame them, and I can't blame Delta Airline employees to want to take roadie orders on their way out, and everybody knows Walmart Spark associates have friends that do delivery. Some of them have family members that do delivery, and it's that insider trading that kind of, it's just one more thing that's kind of working against us sometimes. And I don't blame them, I don't blame the illegal workers for trying to get their stuff. Today I'm at Panera and a kid comes in and he shows the manager his phone and taps at it, and the guy goes, oh, somebody already picked that order up. You're like the 3rd person that came for it. And the kid did not understand a word he said. He looked at his phone and held it up, pointed at it again. And the guy's like, it's not here. And he went and got somebody that spoke Spanish to tell him that the order had already been picked up. And I don't think he even knew what to do, that the order was already picked up. So I imagine he was just going to unassign, because I don't know if he could actually get a hold of somebody and get actual assistance and getting a non-deliverable payout from customer service. So it's insane. The gig work is insane, guys. There is so many reasons why people should not do gig work. And, I probably need to do a top 10 reasons why you should not do gig work. Just because it is a tough grind right now. And if you're getting into this, I don't fault you. I don't blame you. Everybody's looking for that extra pesos and nickels out there to kind of make ends meet because everything's getting expensive. I was kind of blown away today. I was listening to a broadcast on Bloomberg, and they were talking with a bunch of people. Adjust that camera. They were talking with a bunch of people that were in Australia, and they were saying in Australia, the grocers are gouging people so bad that in the last year, groceries have gone up 50 to 60 and sometimes 100% on certain items that are available in the store. And that is stressful. That is, if that's what we have to look forward to, I am not excited. I think there's a lot more pain to come. So we're just going to keep stroking day by day. Hopefully you guys are doing well. It is, like I said, halfway through my day. I intend on hitting it hard this evening. I'm going to see if there's any kind of bar crowd. It's Sunday night, so the real drinkers that drink on Sunday night will still be out, and maybe people coming home from that have been away for the weekend. So maybe there'll be some of that action. Otherwise, we're going to re-gear tomorrow. Monday, fun day. That's usually a busy day in my market. And then I'll take Tuesday, Wednesday off. So, but hopefully you guys get some value out of this. I enjoy doing the videos. Make sure, help the channel out. Make sure you like, subscribe. We'll hit you on the next.